Hi Stampers, thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel today, and this is the card we're going to make. It is using the Birds and Branches bundle, and I love birds, so of course I love this stamp set. We also use a sentiment, It's Your Day from Itty Bitty Birthdays, and then another set of dies we're using besides the dies that are in the Birds and Branches bundle is the Tasteful Label dies, and we're just using this one little circle out of these dies. These dies go with everything, every sentiment, every saying. There's a size to fit everything you need. Great dies to have. Okay, so I have already pre-cut some of my things. So here's my little piece that we're going to stamp on with this. So I'm going to put this away because I will lose it if I don't. Okay, now, so that's that. And let's go ahead and stamp that and get that out of the way. I am using Early Espresso. Okay. And on my original card, I had used Basic Black, but I changed. I'm using Early Espresso. I got a little mark there, so let me try to cover it up. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this works. Pretty good. All right. That's all the stamping we're going to do. So we're going to put that away and move this out of the way. All right. Move this up here so it can get dry and I won't smudge it. All right. So our card base, we have Whisper White, thick, and I'm sorry, this is Petal Pink. Okay. So we have Whisper White, thick, and the card base is actually 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then I cut off just 1/4 of an inch from the right hand side to give it a little offset opening. Okay, so that's 1/4 of an inch from the right hand side after you have cut and scored your card. All right. And then we have our DSP, which is also from the Tasteful, what's it called? In Good Taste Designer Series paper. And we're going to go ahead and glue this down now to get this out of the way. And this is 3 by 5 1/4. And we're going to butt this all the way up to the edge on the right hand side. But we're going to have it even from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to make it flush all the way to the right hand side. Okay, I hope my head didn't get in there. I don't know. On the camera, was my head in there? Okay, so then we also have the dies. I'm sorry, let me show you the dies that we're using from the Birds in Bloom dies. We're using this beautiful one. I love this die. We're using a branch, and we're using the birds. There's 2 birds. They're around here somewhere. I've already pre-cut the branch out of Mossy Meadow and pre-cut the birds from Seaside Spray. And you just need a scrap piece for big enough for these 2 for the Seaside Spray cardstock. And then you just need a scrap piece for this branch. And for this piece, we're going to turn this into this. All right. So this piece, Mossy Meadow, is 3 3/8. 3 3/8. You probably can't see that well because I had to make a correction. 3, so it's 3 3/8 by 3 3/4, and that's for both the Petal Pink piece and the Mossy Meadow piece. Okay, 3 3/8 by 3 3/4. Now, to get this piece, what I did was I I layered my die where it's hanging off the edge of my cardstock. And what I use for a guide are these where the branches or where the leaves end. Okay, and that's where I had my die hanging off right around the edge there. Okay, and I ran it through and it comes out like this. Now, in order to get this piece that's going on just like this, oh, one more set of dies. I'm sorry. This is the layering circles. This is from the layering circles. So I found a die that was the same width or maybe just a little larger than this same diameter as the leafy one. So it would go just like this. So I kind of laid, I laid it right up on the edge of my leafy piece. And here we go. And I marked my edges on my die just like this, right here and right there with a Sharpie. Can you see that? I marked the edges with a Sharpie. And that's where I know to place, that's how I knew where to place my die on my petal pink panel here. So I matched my edges up with the Sharpie marker, with the mark I made with the Sharpie, and I ran it through, and you see how it's hanging off, just like the mossy meadow piece. Okay, the die is hanging off the edge of the cardstock. All right, so ran it through, and it comes out like this, and then we just layer the two pieces. All right, so then let's go ahead and glue those down. Okay, so let's make sure I got it on the right side. All right, so let's glue these down. Now, not quite done. We got a little bit more to do. So let's move these out of the way. We're done with those dies. Okay, so then there's just a little bit more surgery we have to do on this. So I want this. Do you see this? Okay, and how the edge of the petal pink circle and the mossy meadow circle are in further than the edges of the sleeve. What I did was I came in here and I cut right here. You see where I'm cutting? Right here. Let's see. That's kind of blurry. Let's see. I cut right here. So I'm going to cut straight right down this line right there. Okay. So I went in here and I cut right here. See where I'm cutting? Okay. Then I went in here and I cut right here. Now, hopefully this is going to line up. Let's see here. Okay, so this one lines up there, and this one I have to cut a little bit more. All right, and that's fine. So I'm going to hold this right here. And I know where. Straighten this up. All right. So then I know I need to cut it right here. Okay. And I'm going to just round this off right here. Okay. And then we have, there we go. See? So this one ends up being a little shorter than that one, but that's okay. It still looks fine. All right. So let's put our ribbon on before we attach this to our card. And I'm going to use a piece of double stick tape on the back right here. And another piece of double stick tape right here. That piece is a little too big. Fold that over. All right, now we're going to put the brown faux suede early espresso ribbon right here. Okay, now I need just another piece of tape on top of that and on top of that end. And then we're going to put our very vanilla lace, scallop lace right here. And they just stick to the back where the tape is. Okay, and that holds it until we can glue it down and put it on our card, which we are about to. Did I glue that down or did I use dimensionals? Guess what? I used dimensionals. So let's pop this up. Okay, so let's pop this up really well because I want it to stay up. I don't want it to fall down. So I use a lot of dimensionals. All right, now I also use the mini dimensionals because of the little small areas right here. All right, let's see. Okay, let's put one more right here and one more right there. Yeah, sometimes I go overboard, I know, but that's just the way I am. And you're wondering why I have all these red lines drawn on the liners of my dimensionals? Because when I peel them off, well, let me move this, and this dimensional is too far up. Let me move it down a little bit. When I peel them off, I can easily look and see down on my project, and I know that I've gotten all my liners off, okay? Before I picked up this tip from another demonstrator, which was, I saw a video by Kelly Atkinson, and she had shown this on one of her videos. She said she got it from somebody, but I'm not quite sure who she got it from. Can't remember that much, okay? I'm just going to remember where I got it from. Anyway, so now normally without that red line on each of the liners, I always go back and make sure I touch maybe 2 or 3 more times to make sure I've got all the liners. But now that the line is there, once I peel it off, I know that I've gotten all the liners. So I love that tip. Thank you, Kelly. All right, so this is going to go. Let's place it about right here and line up the edges right there. All right, press that down. All right. Okay, there we go. Let's get some of this trash out of the way here. Yeah, I'm a messy stamper. So, all right. Where is my... What did I do with my branch? There it is. All right. You know, always placing things, and I don't know where I place them. I'm going to place the branch right here. And I'm going to use just a little bit of glue right here. Oh, that's too much glue, but just a little glue right there. And there. All right. So, what I need to do is use, that glue isn't sticky. Let me use this. This is our Crystal Effects, Shimmery Crystal Effects. And I use this a lot because it's a strong, wet adhesive. And sometimes, or a lot of times, a glue dot or something like that will not work on, or won't hold a ribbon for long. But that shimmery effects, once it dries, it's very, very strong and it will hold the ribbons. All right, so now I'm going to insert this right in here, right behind here, just like this. It's your day, okay? And you know what? I like the Early Espresso ink much better than the black. Okay. And our birds, we're going to put a little bit of glue here and here. Okay. And the birds are going to go like this. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold it down there. Okay. And then this other bird, we're going to place him or her right there. Okay. Whoops. Okay, hold on there. You know, I have something sticky on my fingers, which is glue, and it is picking everything up as I put it down. All right, so we want a few rhinestones for the bird's eyes. So let's get a couple of rhinestones and put them up here for their eyes. Okay. I like that better than just having that hole there. And then I like to just press that down. Uh-oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Come on. Don't stick to my hand. Rhinestones, they can make you look like an idiot sometimes. Okay. All right. Yeah, they can make you look like an idiot sometimes when they don't do what you want them to do and they have a mind of their own. All right, so how's that? How's that? You like that? The card is done. It's complete. We've got a little overflow of our greenery there, which I like. That's what I wanted to show from the inside. And it's very cute. Very cute. Very easy. Not too hard. Love my birds. Love the Birds and Branches stamp set. Thank you for watching my video. And now guess what? Go and stamp something.